So this is the clean room or the quiet room?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, we keep the riffraff out.
Well, g'day guys, and welcome. We're split up at the moment. I'm on holidays down in Victoria, and yeah, a couple of weeks down here. It's where where my family come from originally. But I don't know whether you can see, up there's a little house. There's more of a house up there. I'm certainly not at home. So we're down at my uncle's place here. He's just east of Melbourne, and yeah, weather too, eh? Like it's 20 degrees and the sun only just come out, so it's nearly a bit cold for me. I think at home they're having like over 40 at the moment, so it's a stinker. But I've been having fun, so I'm not feeling too homesick. He's got a little excavator. Little baby one, 3.6 I suppose, 3.6 tonne. So I've been down here giving him a hand cleaning up. We just got, I might show you later too, I've been mowing. You know, I went to go and get you guys out of the box. Thought I'll bring you in the box just in case, and then the battery was flat, so I had been charging that up. But anyway, I've been mowing all in here and just trying to get it nice. My uncle had a heap of blackberry down there, Uncle Gary, so he's the one that you know, the track fell off on the big excavator, for those who are regulars. Well, funny story, yesterday I did return the favour on the little one. The track come off. It might have actually come off that many times. So anyway, I think we've got it sorted now, hopefully. So anyway, he's been getting rid of all this blackberry. It's invasive and a pain. And just spraying it, cleaning it up. And then I got in here and helped him mow it. And then just trying to, we've had a lot of erosion, or no, I don't know if you call it erosion even. It's just like rabbit holes and all this sort of stuff here. And it's a bit sketchy mowing, because I guess that angle gives a fair slope. It's pretty steep. You got to have a bit of billy goat in you. So I've just been going around the excavator cleaning up all the dead sticks laying around over here. Just putting them in a pile for him, cleaning up all the holes, and just where, like, I don't know, years and years ago a tree's fallen over and it's created a big hole. So I'm just sort of filling that up, going along, getting it so it looks a bit nicer. And so I've been having a bit of fun actually, and it's been just good to, you know, not be too far away from the machinery. And we went down to the Mornington Peninsula. That's, for those who are not sure where that is, that's south of Melbourne. There's a little peninsula bit, and that's got some rallies down there too. Got the old grandparents and able to catch up with them. That was good. Had a few fans down there, a few people that like the channel, so shout out to you guys down there. That was good to catch up. And yeah, we're back in my happy place. Nice birds. We've been even seeing some every morning, some yellow cockies. So they're black with a little bit of yellow on their forehead or their head, and then a little bit on their tail. And so that's been pretty cool, because we don't see them up our way. So anyway, I'll get back to you. It's good having the little blade on the excavator, because you can do this. You can sort of sit her upright while you're working away, and then away you go. So we'll jump in the big workhorse here. There we go. So we'll just push this lever down here. So this one here lifts our blade over there. That's our revs. And then yeah, this is the same as the big excavator, although this has got this one here where it's going on here? Oh, that fell down, that's why, that's a lock. We've been doing some angles, so you push that lever and it just moves you. You know, I'm not used to that one, so I haven't really been using it. I think it'd be good if you want to dig a trench up against a, you know, fence or house or something. So anyway, well, yeah, I've sort of done this section, so I'm just going to make my way over there now. So we'll let ourselves down, try not to roll back, give us some ponies. I don't even know how many ponies this thing's got. I'm just trying to be real steady on the angles here because I don't want to pop the old track off again. It's not as bad as the big steel ones, but it's still better if you can avoid it. Oh. That was a... I'll use my bucket just to get around this tree. Take the side load off it. Now we're heading more up the hill. We'll be right now. So anyway, we'll come back to you a bit later. Maybe if I remember, I might even show you on the mower. He's got this real low four-wheel drive mower to help go on the angles. So it's a bit of a weapon too, eh? Well, we're heading up the hill. We've come up that house up here. Show you when I get to the top. You can see the city from here. That's the best way, seeing it from a distance. See all the lights at night, don't have the busyness, it's good, best of both worlds. You'll be happy to know too, guys, the Jeep did make it down. It survived the journey. I'll turn around here. I'm not sure how to zoom up, but just there is the city of Melbourne. Awesome little spot. Well, we're just backing her, just making sure we get her in the shed nice and square for him. She only just fits, eh? So that's good. Look at that. All you old timers out there and young folk. The old Land Rover. Now, there's those sort of people out there that are like Jeep people. You know what I mean? The ones that say it was Jeep that won the war. And then you've got your Land Rover ones. Well, they're just, they love their little Land Rovers. So my uncle is one of those people. So, oh, better take the key. Hey, they probably steal stuff down here too. So yeah, this is one of the, I don't know all the numbers about it. It's an old one anyway. That's his pride and joy. Brad here, and welcome again. New environment here for us. I'm in the old engine shop. So I'm down to the old stomping ground in Ballarat, and we're just having a bit of a walk around with the guys, and a lot of new faces since I was here, because it'd be probably 18 years ago, 17 years ago I was here. So this section's actually all new. So the guys here have just taken on the can grinding. And so I've got old Zach here. Sorry, I don't want to distract you, Zach. You're very distracted. Say hello.
G'day.
Zach left, he started about when I left roughly. So he's been in since then.
Yeah, I replaced you.
Yeah,
I started because you were leaving.
Well,
Yeah.
and he's doing a much better job. So, so Zach and Smithy, who you'll meet later, they started up this part of the can part. So it's Clive cans, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
what it's called. Clive cans.
Yep.
So old Clive was getting on and about to retire, so these guys have taken it on. And so I'll show you here what he's doing, how it works. I'll go down this way, can I? Yeah, no, you're all right. Don't want to interrupt him. So you see there's a wheel here. What do you call this one, Zach?
Yep.
A wheel?
Yep, follow a wheel.
And that's your master.
That's your master.
So if you can see there's three little lines there, and they got little loads on them. And so what happens, this whole bed, as you see, it moves in and out off those loads, and then that replicates what you want on your cam load. So you've got your grinding wheel there, much like a crank grinder, isn't it, I suppose?
Yeah, yep.
It's a bit smaller than a crank grinder, but
Yeah.
and so he's just, the whole bed's moving back as it needs to. And so you'll just take what typically just enough off
Generally.
to get the marks out, or?
Yeah, we're modifying this, so I've got to
Okay.
take a bit off of it.
Yep.
But yeah, just a lick over.
Yeah.
Get the marks out of it, minimum off, and
Yeah, no, cool. And so while he's going there, over here, they've got all these shelving, and they're all the different masters. So you got all sorts of different specs. They're numbered, so he's got to go through and see which one they need for a particular cam. You know, you'll have your load or your lug height, lobe height. You got your separations, you got duration, all sorts. So they got lots of different ones here. And then you'll have a lot of your petrol stuff, obviously is just exhaust inlet, and then your center journal. All your diesel, a lot of your diesel stuff, as you know, it's got your injector load too. So you'll have three on a cam. I think there's one I saw over here. So they do a lot of Cummins stuff. So that's don't think that one's a Cummins one, but you got your injector one in the centre and then your exhaust inlet. So yeah, they do a fair bit of stuff. They're just getting their head around it because it's a new venture for them. And they got the old machines. Apparently these were built in the late 60s, and they were built in Australia, and yeah, it's pretty cool to see a bit of history. And these guys taking it up, so they got lots of work and they're under the pump big time. So they struggling to keep up with it all, to be honest. And I checked in the book, they do a 3508 too, so that's good. So if we have days of trouble, they'll be able to grind our can. So anyway, I'll take you through to the next section. This is the dark room. It's where they do all their crack testing of your cranks, cams, all that sort of stuff. Lots of camshafts there. What else do they do in here? It's all changed a bit since I was here. Obviously some machines I don't use much. Obviously looks like this where they ran the valve guides. So you put a sleeve in the valve guide when they wear out. This is the disassembly room here. So this is the strip down bench. All your dirty tools stay here. We strip it down. This is your wash bay. This is your acid wash. So you put your cast iron stuff in there, leave it overnight or a couple of days. That gets rid of all the oil and grease. That's just a big washer, you just hose it off. That little one, that's your aluminium one. So if you put aluminium in the other one, it'll eat it away, and that isn't a good situation. And then this is just a big washer machine basically. Painting. G'day, how you going? Good?
Good, thanks.
And this is the dirty room, eh?
Yes, so we were allowed to spray a bit of overspray around.
So the new engine all ready to go out, eh?
351 Cleveland. Yeah.
351
Finishing
Cleveland.
touches, ready to get dynoed.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, lovely.
That'll be exciting. So the Linisham, they do the welding around the corner for the TIG. A lot of aluminium heads and that get corroded, of course, as used today, so they weld them up. Over here, this is, I never got to do this section. This is the crank grinding, and with this one you've got an offset chuck, I suppose, and you adjust the chuck and you have to adjust at each end accurately and spot on, and then locate your crank in the right spot, so you'll have the whole crank going out of balance basically to get that one journal running true. Obviously your centre journals, they all stay on the same plane, but like your big end journals, they're here, and then the rest of the crank goes around that. So it's quite a sort. It doesn't look like they're doing any at the moment, but it's quite cool to see. When I was here, there was one old fella, Ross, he did that, and he did a real good job at it. So here's all the cranks, lots and lots of cranks. Then we're coming to the block section. Now this is where I spent most of my time. Blocks for days. So this machine is actually a new one. Wasn't here when I was here. This is what they line bore with. So you put your mains on, and it goes through and grinds with the hone here, with a grind, like a stone, I suppose, yeah. And it grinds out, hones out your oversize. What they'll do is they'll cut the half, your main cap end. You'll cut a little bit off the face, drop the whole cap down, which will make it like an egg shape, and then you can then hone it out back to the standard size. That's how they do that. So you've got all your sorts of different dollies there. Now this is the machine actually this is an updated machine, but the same as the one I used to use a lot. So this is our borer machine with the head. So there'll be a tool that goes in here, and then you adjust it, obviously, to do your bore size. So yeah, that's the boring section, the line honing, and then this is the bore honing section. And this machine is the one that I used, and yeah, it's an awesome little machine, this one. So you've got your stones once again, although that's not stones, that's a softer hone. Can't remember the name of those ones. These are the stones that we use, and they're your scrapers, your oil scrapers. So you put 4 on, and then as you adjust, as the machine goes, you adjust these wheels, and that puts pressure on, and then it goes up and down on a mechanism, and you just hit that lever down, it goes up, down. So you just can control the hone pattern, you know. Sometimes if you need to take a little bit more out of the bottom, you can just let it sit there for a few seconds, and then just to get your bore accurate all the way through, you know, as far as diameter. So with the bore, when I was doing it, maybe different now, is you tried to leave about 2 thou undersize, and then the hone, you'd take that about that 2 thou out. And the idea of the hone is, as you can see, it leaves that crosshatch pattern, which lets the oil run in for your rings, but it also gets rid of the machining, the tool machining mark from the boring process, and that wouldn't last very long at all. And then this is the big mill machine. So that's what they do, all the surface cutting of your blocks and that. So they're just taking the face off that. Pretty much that's the main job, I believe, for that. Oh yeah, this is the old head facer. So this really just does all heads. It's particularly actually aluminium, this one does. So it's just got a single tooth down there, or it did have when I did it, and with a nice finish there. So it leaves it all nice and shiny. Back early too, where they weld, that's where they can straighten the aluminium heads too. What have we got here? Oh, there is a sandblaster somewhere. So this looks like it's off a Ecotech. So what they'll do is they have a habit here of cracking in between the valve seats. So what they're doing here is you drill below the crack. They put these tapered plugs in. They're cast iron plugs. You put them in tapered, and then the end breaks off, and then they'll grind that out. You can see here it's a good example of the valve seat, very warm. That's probably 3 mil down, 2 mil down. So it'll get some new valve seats. I'm just trying to show an example of what that may look like. But anyway, so you can repair cracks in cast. It's not as productive, or not as easy. This one's for doing your valves. It regrinds your valves on the angle that you choose. So this is where they put them all together. Oh, this looks a bit familiar. That's a 5 valve, that'll be off a Yamaha motorbike. So put them all together here. This is where you check your spring tensions, spring heights, and how many pound of pressure they've got, all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot more. Oh, over here, sorry, pressure test. So with heads, if you want to pressure test them, this is a, you can do it 2 ways. You can vac test them, run a vacuum through it, and then a tap. This one's a pressure one. What it does is it heats up the water. But sometimes a crack won't actually leak until it's at operating temperature. So the idea is put these plates on, perspex up there. Perspex plates, you've got all these rubber plugs. They'll go on your water jackets, and then you'll run dyed water through, so normally bright green. Run it at sort of 60-70 degrees, I think is what they roughly run it at, or might even be hotter, you know. And yeah, hopefully if there's a crack you'll find it that way. Oh, got her all painted.
She's looking the goods now.
It is looking the goods.
We've got a Chrysler there next to it.
Oh, that's a Chrysler. What's that one?
It's a 318.
318, that one. Yeah, that looks nice and fancy.
Yeah, she's ready to dyno as well.
Ready to dyno. So you're the assembly man, are you?
I've been doing a bit of assembly for the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look out. So this is the clean room or the quiet room?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, we keep the riffraff out.
That's it. Yeah. So this is where all the you can close the door too, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Close the door. No, good on you. I've got to find Smithy now. I think he's hiding. While I'm trying to find him, yeah, my uncle actually owned this business, M&W, and him and another fella, Ross, and then my uncle bought it off him about when I was working here, and then since I left probably maybe 10 years ago, or might not be 10 years ago, my uncle sold it to Smithy. He's the fella who I'm trying to find, and so he owns it and runs it, and he'd been working here. He was sort of my manager while I was here, so I sort of learned under him really. But now he's the man. I found the man. Here's Smithy.
Here we are.
Here's my main man.
Yep, teacher.
Yeah, he was my corrupter, teacher, instructor. Yeah, all sorts of things. Yeah. We had a good time, eh?
Yeah, we did. That's good.
So
good worker too.
Oh, well, we did make a few mistakes, but Zach's much better protege, isn't he? Yes, he's good. We had a look at Zach working, but so yeah, I'll just. What's the? How do you see the changes since I was here? Well, I was working out. It's probably 17 years ago. What do you reckon?
A few bits of machinery. You might have done a walk around.
We did do a bit of a walk around.
A few bits of machinery. And I'd like to think we're just getting better at what we do all the time. I hope so.
Yeah,
hope we're learning.
Yeah. Always learning, eh? That's one thing I learnt.
Yeah, so
always learn.
Look, there's no groundbreaking changes. The industry is still pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
Just got to do it really well.
But obviously the cam's a new venture for you. So I just talked to Zach about that a bit. And,
we're excited by it, mate.
So, and I'm thrilled that it's continuing on, and good to see.
And the cams are bringing in all sorts of other jobs too. You know, people are bringing their cam to us, and there's all sorts of other associated machining jobs that are coming through the shop with it. So it's been positive.
So it's adding another element. When I was here, probably over 50% would have been just passenger stuff. Yep. Cars, just the everyday Falcons.
75% resto.
Yep.
Yeah, from 1900 to 1980.
Yeah.
75% of the work. Yeah.
So they do like Model Ts, real old stuff.
Yeah, a lot of 70s type stuff too, and 60s, 50s, Mustangs. And, Yeah. And Monaros and
COVID probably helped that.
Yep.
A lot of old timers.
A lot of stuff coming out of the cupboards. And
so COVID did these guys good.
Yeah.
And then what about race stuff? We did a little bit back then. Do you do much of that?
The same, mate. It hasn't really grown. There's other guys like to specialise in the race stuff, you know. We certainly don't shy away from it, but we just do select customers on that sort of stuff. Yeah.
So they, when I was here, Smithy used to build race cars and engines, didn't you?
Yeah, a lot of speedway involvement.
And
yeah.
I helped him out with a bit of that, a few late nights.
A lot of late nights, mate.
It's good times, but you're still involved in speedway, or?
Not as much, mate. I'd be lucky to see a couple of events a year now, so I'm too busy with this place, you know.
He's looking for workers, so anyone that's got a good attitude and wants to learn.
Wants to have a bit of fun.
No, it is a good work environment, and I loved it because just the diversity, you're always learning new things, aren't you? Like it's, even though it's an engine, every engine's different.
Yeah, and we've got to reinvent the wheel sometimes now, mate. We can't buy the parts, so we're building old vintage engines and we're putting late model race type components in some of the old engines.
Right, yes.
Custom made rods in the 1920s engines. So,
yes.
because it's no good if it's missing bits.
Yeah.
So, but that's pretty cool to do.
I reckon it would be, and I like it because seeing the passenger car stuff's not as prolific now. It's throwaway, isn't it? It's good that this resto race side, there's still that aspect that's really keeping you going. So
we just got to hope scrap prices don't increase again. People start handing stuff into scrap.
Oh no,
it's criminal.
no. So they're well, what this old cam? I'll just spin you around here. This old cam. There's a bit of a story, but that's a what was it?
Sunbeam, 1925. Yeah, 26.
1926 Sunbeam. That cam.
Yeah.
So that's some
years old.
That's some of the stuff they're toying with and trying to work out.
Yeah, we've got 1915 fix on here as well.
Yeah, right.
It's really good. Yeah, we just finished a little Indian motorbike from the early 1900s, and
yeah, cool. No, it's very exciting.
We're not afraid of anything really.
No, it's that attitude, but that's helped you grow, I think, and change. Because if you had just stuck in the same mindset as 20 years ago, you probably would be forced to sell up, wouldn't you?
Australia's not big enough to be fussy like that. You know, you've got to be broad. You've got to be prepared to work in with the customers and do whatever they want to try and restore.
Like, it's not a big enough industry, is it, for you just to do crank grinding, for instance? You've got to do a bit of everything. Unlike the States where they probably have 20 crank grinders and just do that. Yeah, anyway, so hopefully you guys find it a bit helpful. And Smithy, thanks for letting us have a look around. And I don't think I gave away too many secrets. So
no secrets here, mate. No secrets. It's all good.
And Sandra, his wife, she's hiding. She didn't want to be on the camera, but she does a lot of the back.
She's the backbone.
Backbone, yes. A strong woman's behind every good man in the day.
True in this case, I'll give it.
So anyway, my young fella's 12, so we don't know whether another 4 years he might have a job, eh?
Yeah.
Or give him a try. No.
If he's anything like you, we'll have him throw to that.
No, wouldn't go. Problem is, I've been corrupted now on the farm.
Yeah.
You'd need to refine me again.
Yeah, no. Too many hammer and tongs.
That's right. Good on you guys. Hope you enjoyed.